going on? Hey, friends! I wanted to do a reading for y'all. I want to see what needs to be released around this time. So let's get into it. Okay. Whoa. Okay. What is being released around this time? Okay, for sure. Okay, so right now it looks like you're moving away from, like, the wheel is turning and it's a change of fate because you're moving away from being unbalanced. Okay, you're looking for more equilibrium, things that are like give and take relationships, balancing out your femininity with your masculine energy, balance out your shadow self with your higher self, balancing out your hot temperedness with a little water and a little easiness and a little nonchalant. Okay, nonchalantness. Let's get clarity for each. Whoa. Okay, yeah, the wheel is turning because you're done with miscommunications. You're done with inner conflict and fighting inner battles. Okay, let's get clarity for this six. You're like, that's why the wheel is turning, because you're getting out of conflict with yourself, inner conflict with yourself, and conflict with others, miscommunication. You're done with like relationships that are like toxic or cause you to doubt yourself. You're moving away from, and you're looking for solitude and introflection. Sorry, I was gonna say introspection. Okay, you're just looking for time alone with yourself to gather your emotions, because the wheel is moving forward and you used to lack emotional control when it comes to like this dynamic, but you're getting out of like relationships that are not for you, that cause mental conflict, miscommunication, and just like cause you to be hot tempered. And you're moving forward and you're trying to literally move forward to calmer waters. This is all about water, so it's about like emotions. You see, the temperance is about balance. She's there by the water. You know, she's dumping her bad emotions into the water. She's trying to level everything out. So the wheel is turning into like good fate, better circumstances and outcomes, because you're gaining some emotional control. The King of Cups is all about emotional control, emotional balance. Okay. Yeah, and you're stepping into your spiritual and material abundance. This is, you're balancing out different type of energies, and you're tapping into your spirituality and also materialism, and looking to build yourself up while building others up. And you're looking for people who are in give and take relationships that can give to you, right? And also help balance out that energy. Okay, let me look. Um, let's see. Let's see like what else is going on. So yeah, you're just releasing like certain uh mental conflict, people, and you're really like this energy right here, this temperance and this Queen of Wands is like balance energy, right? The temperance is all about balance and equilibrium. And then the Queen of Wands is like somebody who's very optimistic and can is like confident enough to build themselves up and build other people up. So that's why it's important for those equal relationships. So right now you're releasing relationships that do not have balance. You're always giving, you're always doing the most in the relationship, and the person is just like laid back. And you try to communicate these things and they could have fell on deaf ears, but you're also fighting mental conflict and negative perspectives, negative process. Oh my God, thought processes. Okay, so right now you are being called to have discipline, especially when it comes to your mental capacity, and just see how things impact you like as a master teacher. Okay, see where you lack discipline. Right now I'm getting like mental discipline because you've been lacking mental discipline. You're kind of getting out of this, and that's why things are turning and the wheel are turning to be more balanced. But you need to have discipline to stay out of relationships where there's miscommunication, always conflict, and always causes you to have mental conflict. Community, because you are releasing these relationships, your soul tribe is going to come in. People that match your energy, people that's going to help lift you. It's not going to be from like a toxic type of community or toxic people that you've been with. Like once you clear out the negative energy that no longer serves you, then that's when like more positive energy will come in with this community. You're trying to get also this material and spiritual abundance because you can be feeling some type of deprivation, like form of lack. And you're also moving away from scarcity mindset because a lot of times we're only limited in our mind. There's actually resources, but when we get into this mental space of scarcity, we don't look for resources that are available to us because we're so in our mind. So you're getting out of this space of mental conflict and negative thoughts, and you're being pushed and guided towards community that helps serve you and helps lend a reaching hand when you feel deprived, as nothing on your plate or there's no opportunities for you. And as you can see, this person is coming out of a box. So like I said, you box yourself in, and you may not realize the resources that you have available to you. So you're releasing this negative mindset and being in solitude and feeling deprived and like you you don't have enough, because this is all of a form of enlightenment. Okay, so this is your spiritual ancestors, the Most High, your spiritual guides, pushing you towards community and resources that can help you and getting you out of your mind, and also getting you out of toxic relationships and dynamics that no longer serve you. That one is to come out. What is that? Rest. There's a full moon coming up, so on the 6th, so there could be a need for rest. And that also could be causing mental conflict because when you sleep deprived, you have deprivation, and you also have rest that when they come out. So you need maybe sleep deprived. Decisions. Okay, so you're being guided to make better decisions. Okay, that's why that discipline is needed, right? To communicate and work with people who feel your heart space. And you know what? This reminds me of like 3 type of energy. Like you may be battling with either of the spectrum. Like you're either too nice with this person or you're too mean, cutthroat with this person. Your mind is either very happy or it's like extremely negative and it's hard for you to come. You're being asked to have this middle passage of balance, and that's where this temperance comes in. You know, and if this person that hasn't done nothing extreme, it doesn't need to get cut off completely. There's a need for boundaries. You see how that is? Boundaries protect your space and go into a place of equilibrium and balance. So boundaries about having healthy boundaries, because they can be too rigid or too porous boundaries, like too weak. So with people that you love and the love that you have for yourself, there needs to be boundaries. Okay, and that is my reading. I hope it helped. Bye.